Hi, it's Miss Miller. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to create your menu in Google Docs. Google Docs is a pretty easy tool to use. If you know something else that you're more comfortable with, that's fine. You may definitely feel free to use any other program, but I'm just going to show you how to do this one because it's simple and I know how to do it. So you're just going to go to your apps and open a blank Google Doc. So I'm going to open a blank one. And you want to title it your name. Okay, so I'm Miss Miller. And I'm going to title it menu. Okay. And there's a few things you can do here that can really make this look really fun and exciting. Something that I like to do is just go ahead and change the whole page color. And to do that, the easiest way I know how to is to hit help. And then I type page setup. And it should come up right away after you put page set. This way you can play with the margin. So right now it's set for like 1 inch. You can set that to 2 inch, I'm sorry, 0.5 for like half an inch. I also like to do a page color. So right now it's white. You can change it to whatever color you'd like for your food truck menu. I think my sample, I have a light blue, but I also love the color purple. If you don't like any of these colors, you can hit custom and play around with the color settings there to find your perfect shade. I like a good lavender, so let's try that. See how that looks. Ooh, fancy. So we're gonna go with one of these. The next thing you can do is insert a drawing. So when you insert a drawing, if you go from new, you can make text boxes, create shapes, really anything here that you'd like. So first thing we'll do is drag a little text box here and let's name it whatever our food truck's title is. So my food truck's title will be, what would be a good name for a food truck? Let's just call it the Boys Land Food Truck. Okay. Here, it's very similar to any kind of text editor. Sorry, there's a siren outside. Here, it's a really good text editor. You can change the font. Impact's a really good bold font. You can change the font size if you hit these 3 buttons. So we can make this really big because it's our title. You can play around with spacing. You can even change the font color. So let's make it a yellow font. And we'll make the background of our box like a light blue. So we have like 3 colors going on. Let's see if we can read that. It's a little hard to read. So if we don't like this color, what we can do is hit the edit button, come back in, highlight the text again, those 3 dots allow us to change that color. So let's make it a little darker. Still not a fan. What happens if we make it white? Maybe it's the background color. So really, we're just kind of playing around here. That looks better. Playing around here, trying to create like something fun. What I like to do as well is make a border around the text boxes. It kind of adds a bit of like that menu look. So to add a border, if you're back in the editor, there's a border dash or a border weight. So the border dash will give it like a pattern. So we can do little dots. And the weight is going to change the size of those dots. It could be really big dots. Oh, I don't like that look. Or smaller dots. That's not too bad. You can even change the border color by this little pencil and line. So I like the white and match the font. There we go. Now, when you add a shape or a drawing, so we were in the insert drawing tools, you're going to have to make sure that they break the text box the text in the document. So this is something that's kind of annoying about Google Docs and definitely easier to navigate in another kind of file, such as like a Photoshop or Procreate. But in Google Docs, you're going to break the text, and that way you can move it wherever you'd like. And they do have those guide snaps, those red lines that come out to help you place your things. So now that we have our title, we can go ahead and add different menu items. So I do have a sample one that I did, which I've showed you at this point. But what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to keep adding drawings for each of my menu items. So let's say we have a cheesesteak because we're in Philly. So for that cheesesteak, it's going to be, let's make it really expensive. It's going to be like $24 for a cheesesteak. And it's, steak, cheese with steak and cheese. Get my grammar right. With option onions, peppers. How do I spell peppers? Is it 1 P or 2 P's? Mushrooms. We should let them know there's a choice of cheese. Choice of cheese. Okay. I'm going to kind of play around with these fonts. So again, I'm kind of just like messing around with the font tool. Let's make that a different font. Since it's the title, we'll make it a little bit bigger. So I'm using these 3 dots to increase the size of it. Do I like that? Sure, looks fine. Okay, and since I have that purple background, I'm going to go ahead and fill this box to be white and give it a border. Let's go black for this one. Well, yeah, let's go black. And I like the dots. Make it a 3-point. There we go. And then save and close. Perfect. Now we have our first menu item. Right? Don't forget to right click or just click it and break the text. So now I can move it freely wherever I want. If it's within the text, sometimes it can do some funny things. And this one will not allow it to move. So definitely have it on that break text option, and we can move it wherever we'd like. Okay. All right, let's say we want to insert a picture of a cheesesteak so that we can put a little picture here next to our food. Going to go to insert again. Image. Now this is a really cool setting. If you hit search the web, you can just search for a picture of a cheesesteak. Ooh, I know how to spell. Ooh, look at those pretty cheesesteaks. Gorgeous. But let's say we want more of like a cartoon. So we could do cheesesteak clip art. And that might give us, maybe? Sometimes it does. Doesn't look like there's any clip art for cheesesteaks. Back to the normal one. Sometimes it helps look up like cheesesteak drawing or cheesesteak art. I like this one. This looks nice. So just going to highlight it with a little blue check. It's down here. It says one selected. Go ahead, click insert. There it is. Nice giant picture. I'm going to go ahead right now and just automatically click and then break that text. That way, when I shrink it, we'll be okay. So I like to hold in the bottom corner so it keeps its proportions. And we're just going to make it kind of small, but we're going to put it up here next to the cheesesteak. Okay. There we go. Now we got a picture, our words, our title, everything's coming together. Okay, and we can play around with this as much as we need to, organizing, adding all the foods, making sure everything's there. But don't forget to have price, labels, all that stuff to really make this cheesesteak pop. I'm sorry, this menu. But so that everybody knows how much your cheesesteak costs and all that stuff. So that's what we're doing. Go ahead and have fun making your menu. Enjoy.